Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno and I'm going to cast a game from MLG Anaheim. We've got a PvP here on Testbug, and we've got Slayer's Alicia as our red Protoss player here in the top part of the map. He came along with, let's see, Slayer's MMA, Slayer's Boxer, and Slayer's Gonzi. So they had four Slayer's players over there in or at MLG. Most of them doing fairly well. So let's check his opponent. On the right side of the map is ToD. Now, I don't think ToD has been to any MLGs before. I think this is his first one. He is most well known for his Warcraft 3 days. Like I watched back in the day, watching Warcraft 3 professional players. He was on 4K. You know, 4K was, you know, the best clan there is in Warcraft. So if you watch any 4K, or if you watch any Warcraft 3, you definitely know who ToD is. 4K ToD here. I don't think he's actually, I don't know if he's on any teams currently or not, but he's playing Protoss here. It's been a while, so I don't know if I've ever actually seen him play any Starcraft 2 games, so we'll see how well he does here against Slayer's Alicia. Definitely a well-known player from the Korean scene. Has played in some GSL matches, of course, on the Slayer's team. Mostly probably for the GSTL. So let's check the gas here. We got one gas going up for both players. And pretty much identical builds thus far. Second pylon going up a little bit earlier here for Alicia. There goes ToD, put in a pylon way down here. These are actually pretty large bases now that I look at it. Testbug is not on the ladder. This is a map designed for tournaments. And it is a 3-player map here, but in the middle we've got destructible rocks covering Xel'Naga towers, and then one Xel'Naga tower here in the middle with no rocks covering it. So Cybernex core going up here for both players, still identical going at there. Let's check the chrono boost here so far. We got about 50% chrono boost there and about 50 chrono boost here. So okay, we actually have a second gas going up here for ToD. This could indicate maybe a Blink Stalker build, or he could go for something like a DT build, something like that. More than likely, he'll go for some type of tech. Not even bothering to get a Zealot out, just going to go straight for... Oh, nice here, going straight for the Stalker, but the gas steal here from ToD is going to force Alicia to have to kill that extractor. Otherwise, Alicia's going to be stuck on one gas here. And this is something that I used to see quite a bit in Protoss play. I don't know if it's still a very prevalent, but go for a gas steal, you get your own 2 gas, and then you just beat your opponent. You probably go straight to Blink Stalker, then you just go for a really good timing attack there with the Blink Stalker, jump up in the base and just deal a lot of damage. So let's see what we got up here in the back. 3 gateways, so he's going to go for a 4-gate attack, and he sees the 1 gateway here with the vision from that assimilator. So that's going to give him a little bit of an indicator what he's up against. And this probe is trying to sneak back in to get some scouting information. It looks like that Stalker is going to kill it off. And look at this down here. We have a proxy pylon here from Alicia, and ToD's going to have to be forced to kill that off. He can't let his opponent get up here in the base, and you'll see this here, ToD going for a wall up here. It looks like he's going to go for a 3-gate. Yeah, he's going to go for a 3-gate here, probably going for a blink. And this is what you'll see whenever you're trying to defend against a 4-gate with Zealots. You do a complete wall up here. That way you can just get all ranged units, and you don't have to make any Zealots. And you can just pick off the Zealots, throw up some force fields, kind of deny the Stalker. But he's in a nice place here for this pylon. He's going to be able to warp in units on the high ground. It's going to force him to have to throw down a lot of force fields, so he can't get vision up here. As soon as he gets vision, he'll be able to warp up units here up on the top. His warp gate's finished. He's just now starting them right now. And this is going to buy him some time. He's trying to get up in here, but he can't. His other probe is stuck. Maybe we should go proxy a pylon with that probe. This Stalker is going to die Alicia. Oh, wow, barely gets out of there. Saves it. Look at all these Zealots warping in here in the front. But unfortunately, there's nothing to bring in reinforcements. These Stalkers are just going to be working on pylons out in the bout. And it looks like the gateways for ToD are just now finishing. He's pulling probes, but he doesn't lose any. Actually, he's going to lose a couple there. Warping in some Stalkers. And it looks like he's going to try and get some more kills here, but no, he's going to focus for a kill down those Zealots. Regrouping here. Alicia's going to try to keep pushing in. ToD needs to watch and use a micro. Nice micro there. He's pulling back those Stalkers, not taking any hull damage yet. Now he's starting to take some hull damage and losing some pylons here. He's not going to be supply blocked yet. And we got some Stalkers forced to pull some probes here, pulling probes because he doesn't have any Zealots. Now he's warping in some Zealots. He's going to actually might fight off Alicia right here. More units being warped in. Oh, force field out. Stalkers won't be able to help it out. The Zealot's going to get picked off here. Both Zealots are going to get picked off here. And he needs to watch out. If he gets another force field in there, it could be pretty bad. But actually, there's another force field. He's just losing Zealots at this point. Stalker's going to try and kill that pylon. That's powering both those gates. That'd be extremely helpful if he could destroy that pylon, but it looks like he's not going to get it. He's going to be forced to retreat, and at this point, the Stalker count is favoring Actually, the unit count is favoring ToD. Stalker count pretty even. Alicia's trying to warp in more zealots, going straight for this really heavy one gas unit combination, trying to break this ramp, but it's so hard since they put these gateways here. And another force is going to go down. He's going to try and separate these units as much as possible. These stalkers are so low in life. Nice focus fire there by Alicia, focusing on the weak units. Looks like the sentry's going to die. Yes, he's going to get it. This is such a close fight here between ToD and Alicia, and he needs to get that stalker in the back. It looks like he's going to get that zealot up front, just trying to deal as much damage as possible. And it looks like the sentry getting picked off there. ToD morphing in more units, and he's going to clean this up. It looks like it's just enough stalkers. No eviling out right there. But it looks like Alicia is running out of money. He's only got one stalker left, warping into Zealot. This Zealot down here focus firing on the stalker, forcing him to micro. But look at this, 4 stalkers out now for ToD. It looks like he's going to have just enough here, but that nice control with the Zealots, nice control there from ToD back and forth. This is such a micro fight. More units being warped in, but it looks like the stalker favor is always favoring ToD for the most part. It looks like he's going to lose. Oh, he needs to kill that one right there. He's going to get it. He needs to get this other one too, but it looks like, oh wow, he did not get it. ToD now with a big lead here. 3 stalkers, 2 Zealots. And he's got 3 gateways, so off 3 gates, he manages to hold that. And whenever you go for the gas steal like this, and whenever you do go for a gas steal like this, and you get your own 2 gas, it usually forces your opponent to go in for the full 4-gate attack with 1 gas. So I wasn't surprised we saw that there from Alicia. And this gateway, these warp gates here at the front, holding that off, I think was a big key factor here. So I think ToD has definitely practiced his build before, obviously. And now he's going to take out some destructible rocks and just hold this Solnaga Tower here in the middle of the map. And we're going to move on into the mid-game. Let's check the Harvester count, 21 versus 24. So ToD with a little bit of a lead there. And we have a robotics facility going up for ToD. We've got a Twilight Council going up for Alicia. So Alicia has some options to go with after he gets his Twilight. After he gets his Twilight Council, he can go for a DT, or he can get some Blink Stalkers out. In this situation, I think DTs would be pretty bad, just because his opponent is already getting a Robo. He's going to have Observers out more than likely. And I think just Blink Stalkers will probably be the better option of the 2. We already have 1 Observer coming out there for ToD, so he's going to have Observers out and about. And he's already starting another gateway, and he's starting a Twilight Council. Is he moving down here to expand? No, he's not. Doesn't have enough money yet, but Alicia has more than enough money. It's about 400, spinning it right there. It's finishing Blink Stalker and come out first. And Alicia on the defensive, rightfully so, after putting quite a bit into that attack. So Stalker's moving out, putting another forward pylon there at the front of his base, and the Observer is out. He's going to go scout and see what he's up to. He's going to be able to see this Twilight Council, and now he's going to be able to see her chrono boosting stuff, so he's going to actually expect some Stalkers coming out that may force ToD to get an Immortal to come out. Immortal will be a pretty good unit versus Blink Stalkers, especially if you have your own set of Blink Stalkers. Just add in 1 Immortal, why not? And it's going to be a race here to see who can finish Blink first. It looks like Alicia's going to finish his first, but we're going to see who has more Stalkers right now. It's just, let's check the unit tab. We got 6 versus 7, so ToD already has a lead there, but look at this here. He's got 3 more Zealots, and now he's actually ahead in the Stalker count, so it really just depends here. And I don't really see Alicia being able to take this unless he gets some amazing Force Fields. He just has to Blink Micro extremely well. Force Fields are going to go down. That's going to buy him some more time. And it looks like Chrono Boost is just about finished. Where's that Observer at? Still flying around it here. Looks like he's going to set up rally points. He's going to come in here and check this out. And look on the minimap. All these, what are these probes? That's a pylon. That's a pylon. It's another probe over here. ToD just keeping an eye on all the expansions. Oh no, fight here in the middle. Coming through, and the blinking Stalkers in the back. Nice force field trying to reduce the concave of ToD here. And he's getting some nice damage here. Look at these force fields. Nice force fields. Alicia's getting a lot of free hits, but blink back from ToD. Going to work out pretty well here. And it's 11 versus 10. Blinking down, ToD going to go on the offensive. There's a lot of low HP Stalkers, and ToD is chasing him now, 10 versus 9. And this is such a close fight. He's going to continue to pressure. He's going to have to blink back up there. Oh, blinking before the units even get hit. Nice job there from ToD. Falling back to his base for some reinforcements. Chrono Boost going down on the warp gates. 10 versus 11, or sorry, 10 versus 12. Coming back up here, he's blinking back before those Stalkers, taking fall damage to Zealot, running down there. He's sacrificial, taking some hits. It's allowing ToD to get a lot of free hits in there. That's 1 Stalker gets pretty low. Another Stalker, or sorry, 1 Zealot getting low there also. More Stalkers being warped in, and this is just a straight up Stalker, Zealot fight. Sacrificial Zealots being set up to the front. ToD getting a nice concave up here at the top, and it's really forcing Alicia to have to walk up the top of this ramp to get vision, and that is allowing all these units up here at the front just to get a little bit of extra damage on them. Let's check the old units tab. 16 versus 12. And look at this, ToD just sneaking around the map with the pylons. I feel I'm suddenly reminiscent of ToD with those. He was a Terran, or sorry, a human player, I think, from Warcraft 3, if I remember, with all those scout farms. Here he goes, Alicia coming up the ramp once again, blinking that unit back. Nice job there, but I think ToD has a much better area to attack with. He has an observer, so he's got tons of vision, and it's just a blink battle back and forth here. Look at these stalkers just blinking back as soon as they get low, back and nice, another back. Oh, loses 2 there, right there. So good job from ToD, and look at this. Look at the stalker differences, gaining for ToD 18 versus 15. And let's check back to the harvest count, 29 versus 24. So ToD's still with the lead here, coming back at it once again. Alicia gonna give it another shot. This is the battle of the blinks, and it looks like Alicia blinks first. I did not plan that. Oh no, Zealot's coming here from the back. Warped him there at that close proxy pylon here at his expansion. That's going to force Alicia to fall back. And he's going to rack up some kills here. 0 kills actually. Does he have any kills yet? Looks like he's got 3 kills. This guy's got a lot of kills. He's been kill stealing for sure. And it looks like he's warping in a Zealot there. Alicia's going to fight this off, but now after getting 5 kills on this guy and 6 kills total. Nice job there from ToD with that little bit of a diversion. Sneaking these pylons all around the map. This is so useful. Look at all this. He has a vision of almost every single main base there. And now ToD with a huge stalker force. He's going to push out. No upgrades yet, but he has plenty of proxy pylons all around the map to warp in units to. It looks like ToD's going to go on the offensive. Is he going to throw down an expansion first? But look at the, oh wow, look at the supply difference. 82 versus 55. And he's supply blocked at this point. He can't even warp in any more units, but it looks like he's going to lose his proxy pylon up front. 22 stalkers versus 16. Alicia's now going to come out and try and take this, but look at the stalker difference. It's just so huge. ToD, I think, has this pretty easily won unless he makes some drastic mistake here. A bad blink or something like that, but Alicia's not giving up yet. He's going to keep pressuring here. But just going back and forth, blinking back there. Now blink forward right on top of him. Now he's going to fall back. Snipes unit, backs up. Now he's going to go for it again. He's probably going to wait for blink to cool down. Blink and snipe unit, fall back. It's kind of how the cookie crumbles here in PvP with blink stalkers for both players. And looks like ToD isn't quite sure that he has such a big advantage, but he's going to eventually go for it now. Blink back and forth, both players blinking all over the place. Zealots up in front, taking some free hits, and nice blink micro from both players here, blinking those in the back. But it looks like ToD just has just too many units here, and he's just pressuring here, and Alicia losing all of this. And there we have the stalker hug right on top of all of them, and the GG from Alicia. And that was a very nice play from ToD this game. We had so much blinking going on this game. I just have to reiterate this positioning of these 2 gateways made this so much easier to force field, because whenever you have 1 sentry and you have to get this force field, you have to land it perfectly just to get it completely lined off. With the gateways here added in, and you could do a complete wall off with a pylon, but even after it gets killed, it's much easier to force field this than it is to get a perfect force field here. So it just makes it easier, kind of forces your opponent into a concave, and just from sheer determination, that worked out pretty well for him, and he gained a little bit of a lead with these proxy pylons around the map. He had one here, warped in some zealots, came in the back, and just kind of forced Alicia to fall back. But at that point, I think ToD already had a victory that kind of sealed the deal, and we had some really nice blink micro from both players this game. And we're going to head on into game number 2 coming up next.